The grey man does whatever a grey man can. Can he make a comic feed? Yes, he can. He just did. Watch now, a video from Grey Man. A video from Grey Man.
Grey Maniacs gather! I'm going through my boxes. Box H. X-Men. The rest of the box is X-Men. I'll probably do... I don't know, do I make 2 videos out of this lot, shall I? Let's go with 2 videos out of this lot. Oh, it'll be quite long videos. But, yeah. I haven't got a massive collection of X-Men, to be honest. There are certainly more impressive collections out there on YouTube. But let's go. Let's go. This is my oldest one, number 52. Not that old at all. Got quite a good deal on these ones though. I bought like about 4 old ones. This is my birthday one. This is September 1969, the month I was born, cover dated. I share a birthday with Sauron. It was the very first appearance of Sauron. Neil Adams cover, I believe. Good stuff. In the shadow of Sauron, or Sauron. And yes, he is named after the Lord of the Rings villain. Because you actually see him reading the book and naming himself it. The Cobalt Man. I think this might be the period where they were reprinting stories. I think this is a reprint from an earlier one. Don't quote me on that. Well, this comic here may well be the first comic, American style comic, that I ever bought. I don't remember it being the first one I bought. My memory doesn't go back and remember, oh, that's the first time I bought a comic. I remember buying the comic. I remember buying it from around the corner from my dad's house, and I'd already read comics, but I think there was UK reprints, because I remember when I was at school reading the Wendigo and Wolverine and the Hulk. Where did my brain go then? Fighting, reprint of the first appearance of Wolverine. I remember reading that a lot at school, because we had a few comics in the classroom, and I remember reading the UK reprint of it. So I already knew Wolverine. So that might have been why I bought this comic book, because it had Wolverine on the cover. That was back in the day when Wolverine was cool, when he wasn't oversaturated and everything, and made to be the centre of every story, and generally got annoying. But this is and when I come to go through my comic book, the only reason I think this is my oldest one is because when I came to go through my comic books, this seems the oldest one I remember buying at the time that it was in the shops. This is like the oldest one. It says 1977 on the outside, but I think in the indicia it says something else. 78 or something like that. No, it does say 77. Okay, 1977. So February 1977. I could do the maths. So I would have been 7 or 8 when I bought this comic. 7, I think. My birthday's in September. Born in 69. I don't know. one of them numbers. I'm sure it's easy, but my brain is refusing to operate. Yeah. And it was redone later on for Alpha Flight. It was like homage in an Alpha Flight comic book. Anyway, so that's quite a good nick actually. That's worth. Well, that's not a good nick actually. Looking at the spine. Yeah. No, it's all right. It's still a good nick enough for me. You know, I'm not a pristine collector. Right, 118. This is one that I got another time. I'll let you know the ones that I bought at the time they came out. This one was given to me by my mate Dave. Very kind of him. Used to be in a heavy metal band that I saw a few times. The cat's coming. And now he lives in Switzerland, but every now and again he comes back to London and he comes to a comic mart. And last time we was at a comic mart together, he had a double of this and he gave it to me, which is very kind, because this is quite a big book, I think. So, cheers, Dave. Not that you watch me videos, but if you happen to watch this one, thanks again. Fist to Fist with the Savage Fury of Wendigo. This is 140. This one, I believe, because I can tell by the boxed heroes. Oh, look, there you go. Slot It Up. This was an AOK from Slot It Up. Very nice condition. The Uncanny X-Men. This is Storm as the White Queen at this point. I think she's been joined up to the Hellfire Club. And this one, I believe, could have been known AOK as well from Slot It Up, because it's got a Boxed Heroes label on it. And it's in a Mylar. I can always tell what AOKs to me because they're in Mylars. It's like, well, I don't have any Mylars, apart from ones that people have given me over the years. 155. 156. I can't call off the top of my head what run I'm trying to get, but I'm not... They're not high priority. This one I remember buying at the time. This one I bought from the comic shop around the corner from my dad's house. So 109. Then the next time I bought an X-Men comic was 160. Because like it's quite surprising. I'm sort of like relearning my comic book history as I go, because you know I really didn't buy that many American comic books until I was a grown man working. Seriously, because I bought comic books when I could, but we didn't have much pocket money because my mum was a single parent. And go and visit my dad every other weekend, and he'd buy us the English comic books that we asked for, and I wish I'd asked him for the American comic books. So this is 1982, so I'll be 13, no, nearly 13, so 12. Yeah, not in great condition. This is the comic when I believe that Ilyana Rasputin is kidnapped. That's odd. I swear I bought this from the... That is very odd. Sure, I remember buying this from the corner shop around my dad's house. But on the back, he's got some other kid's handwriting on the G.I. Joe thing. So is my memory wrong? Because I've no idea who that kid is. So where did I get this comic book from then? A jumble sale or something? This is the one where Belasco has kidnapped Ilyana. She comes back as Magic. Sim. Yeah, the Pervo Nightcrawler. Okay, that's really weird. That's kind of... See, this is the thing. I keep looking at things and finding, discovering things that are not what I expect, I know I've got a bad memory, but it's stuff like comics that I'm sure I remember buying regularly from my local comic shop and having them on order, but they've got price labels on from other shops. And it's like, well, how can that be then? I'm sure I remember buying that, having that in my pull box. I don't know. So that's completely baffled my mind then where I got this comic book from. But I'm sure I remember buying it as a kid, but now I'm confused. That is really weird. Never gonna know now. Maybe I should have some hypnosis to see if I can remember things. This was one of the most recent ones that I had actually. I just bought this one recently. I just read it. I literally just put it away back in this box today. Right. I want to say I remember buying this one when it came out, but now we know my memory is rubbish. We won't bother saying it. But I'm pretty sure I did. So this is the other thing. I remember reading a load of comics of X-Men but not having them. And I think I might have read my mate's comics, or I don't know, did I get rid of some? I don't remember ever getting rid of some comics. But I'm not going to even talk about my memory, because why bother? My memory is hopefully not fatally anyway, but seriously flawed. Alright. That was 178. 179. 180. 182. 184. 185. 186. Right, this one I remember buying it at the time it came out, definitely. The Diaraphs. '89. Oh, this is another two that these two I literally just got. Is that? I think that's Kal-El Gaff. I can't remember now. I literally just showed this in a cover slingers recently. I can't remember what that was now. I think it might have been Kal-El Gaff. But now I've forgotten. Right. 191. Then we got to jump to 195. 196. So this is why Wolverine annoys me. Why would you pop your claws on a kid? Seriously, yeah. Seriously, Wolverine. What a dick. Unless it's not Wolverine, but it probably, you know, some double. I don't know. Who knows with comic books? Maybe he doesn't do it in the comic book. I can't remember if he actually does that in the comic book or not. It probably doesn't. It would see. I don't know. He's a dangerous psychopath. That's all I can say. Right, 199. Double-sized issue 200. This is Magneto's "What the heck are you wearing?" period. Then we jump to 204. So all these gaps would be nice to fill one day, but X-Men are expensive. 207. 208. Right. A lot of these haven't even got bags and balls. So 209. And I think this is around about the time I started buying them, regularly on my pull list. Come on, mess with us, make our day. So this is when I think I started collecting comics in earnest. So 1986. Oh, maybe not. No, it was, yeah. 211 and then 210, 211. Bad spine roll on that. 212. Wolverine versus Sabretooth round 1. Is this the one with Betsy Braddock? Yeah, Betsy Braddock's being chased down by Sabretooth and she's able to just about survive before the rest of the team turn up. And is it Alan Davis, the art? Alan Davis, yeah. Cool. He's a very cool artist. 214. 215. Even Storm was kind of a bit overplayed, to be honest. Because, she lost her powers, but still she's leading the team, kicking everybody's ass with no powers. All right, suddenly she's turned into a ninja. Suddenly she's turned into a kung fu bloody master. And she's taking out these three... It's quite a good story, and quite well done in its way. But it's like, yeah... I don't know. It's just, even when she beat Callisto, it's like, well, how could she beat Callisto who's got superpowers? I don't know. And she's been a lifelong fighter. I'm not so sure what Callisto's powers are of the Morlocks. Does she even have any powers? She's just I don't know. Right. That was quite a good story as well. Dazzler taking on Juggernaut. And he thinks that she's died. Because I think she uses all of her... she blasts herself out. She wears herself out by super light beam. Doesn't do anything against him. And then she faints. And he thinks she died. So he buries her under some rocks. And this is a good fight. I think it's in Edinburgh. A big fight in Edinburgh against the X-Men. And they finally managed to take him out with some cool teamwork. Right, 218. I'm not a massive mutant. I quite at the time I started buying them because I remember liking them. I remember liking Cyclops, and Wolverine seemed cool to start off with. But then I just thought the stories just got too convoluted as they went on. To be honest, it kind of just got tedious and yeah. So that's 221. I don't have 222 for some reason. Sorry, that's 222. It's 221 I don't have. probably going to turn out to be some massive key. And I'm going to be like, for fuck's sake, comic shop, why didn't you give me that comic? Yeah, when everyone started being like people's children from the future and stuff like that, and like clones of each other, and it was, oh, come on, man. You're being very silly now. Fall of the Mutants, double-sized issue. $2.28. $2.27 is missing. $2.29. $2.30. I quite like Colossus as well. I always dug Colossus. Or Colossus, as a certain YouTuber likes to call him. See if you recognise yourself in that statement. The Brood is back. They're back and they're throwing cars. It's quite a cool cover. Wolverine turning into a Brood. Oh, he's fighting off the Brood influence. His healing factor normally gets him through it. Magistrates 2, Mutants Neo. Right, 240 is missing. 241, Inferno. There's Madeline Pryor, who was Cyclops' wife before Jean Grey returned again. First Jubilee. I think I've got a double of this. I'm going to have to look at the other double, because I think the other double might not have quite... I'm not too sure. The spine looks a little bit worn on this. I'm sure I had a double of it at some point. I'm going to have to check out that one. And I don't think she's super valuable. She was quite a long-running character, but I don't think there's much value in her first appearance. Especially if she's not on the cover. She's kind of a weird Jubilee. What could she do? She fires some kind of sparkles. It's like, yeah, it's not. You know, when you're fighting against murderous Master Mold, for example, what's a few fireworks? You know, you're better off just being there at the after party and firing off some fireworks in the sky than actually being involved in the team. Oh, that's it. That's all the ones I was going to show for today. There you go. That's the first part of my looking at my X-Men comics. Yeah, nothing to write home about. I'm not the biggest mutant X-head in the world. I've kind of got them on my list, but if I see them, I will try and buy them. But I'm not going to be one of these ones who's going to be spending, like, you know, when it comes to keys, like the Death of Phoenix and stuff like that, it's not like high on my list, you know, because I know it's going to be expensive, and there's other keys, notably DC keys probably, that I'd be more interested in getting first, if you know what I mean. But, you know, you never know. We never know what's going to happen. Might win the lottery. Please. Yeah, I'll be back whatever the next time I'm back is, to go through the last of the X-Men in this box. Cheers for watching. Until next time. Have a great, amazing day, And may all your news be good news. Have a great amazing day. I'll have a great amazing day. Have a great amazing day. I hope you have a great amazing day.